Christina Johnson. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit today about craniosacral, mostly equine craniosacral. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit today about craniosacral, mostly equine craniosacral, but also where craniosacral originated. The first person we know of that started craniosacral, he was Dr. Sutherland, and he was the one who started using the term the breath of life, which originates, according to the craniosacral system, at the time that there is actually a sperm and egg contact. So at the very beginning of life is where the breath of life begins. This particular rhythm that is like a life force within our body helps us as craniosacral workers to feel the pulse, the rhythm, the breath of the horse or the person that we are working with. What we're doing is we're listening, we're touching, we're feeling that tide, that wave of breath that helps to inform us about where to go next. This is a very intuitive type of work. We study anatomy, we know anatomy, but where we move next really depends on that breath of life and where it's going. This way with people, the way that you feel recovery and stillness is a beautiful thing. When you have trauma, whether it's equine or human, the trauma remains in the brain until you have either a body-mind therapy such as EMDR, cranial work, or something that restores that cellular innate feeling of wholeness in the body. And through craniosacral, we help to bring about like this memory of, oh, this is what my real flexed, strong, centered body feels like again. This is how I remember it. This is how I feel. So with horses, for example, a particular kind of trauma that can happen is pullback. And this is common when a horse gets into a trailer, doesn't want to get into a trailer. The person is trying to jerk and pull the horse in the trailer. The horse is pulling back with the head. This is an example of something that's very common that can really hurt the horse in the future. Also, just tying a horse. The horse learning to be tied can do a pullback because of not wanting to be tied. This is just a very simple example of things that happen often in a horse's life that we don't even realize. That's without the other kinds of damages that can occur in the life, especially with competitive horses. With doing competitions, jumping, even dressage, are things that can help to put a horse out of balance. And of course, for those sports, you really want your horse to feel balanced and strong, and certainly not in pain. So craniosacral is wonderful that I have a poem here. My craniosacral teacher, Hugh Milne, also Georgia Milne, also Maureen was one you've seen on my Pan videos. Maureen was one of my teachers who worked with equine craniosacral therapy. So you can watch it on Pan videos. Here's a poem that is from Hafiz. Light will someday split you open, even if your life is now a cage. For a divine seed, the crowd of destiny is hidden and sown on the ancient fertile plain you hold title to. Love will surely burst you open into an unfettered, blooming new galaxy, even if your mind is now a spoiled mule. A life-giving radiance will come. Oh, look again within yourself, for I know you were once the elegant host to all the marvels in creation. This reminds me of the Rumi poem, which is so typical of a craniosacral feeling, beyond right doing and wrongdoing. There is a field. I'll meet you there. Thank you.